So over the last 3 years, I've invested well over $50,000 into my personal development. And I've worked with a couple really awesome coaches and mentors. My buddy Jonathan Heston, my buddy Jason Hartnov, Scott Olford, Josh Harris. Those are the main four people that have had a massive impact on my life over the last 4 years. So first off, I appreciate you individuals. Second, how do you choose who you want to work with? Okay, that's what I want to talk about in this video here, is how do you choose that coach or that mentor? So for me, what I think is really important is it starts with you. You have to have an idea of what you're really trying to accomplish. You don't have to have an idea of how to get there. That's why you're hiring the coach or mentor, but you need to have an idea of the area that you're trying to, improve on. So that's kind of the first thing. The first thing is the internal work of really getting clear on where that challenge is in your business. Now, you don't always have all of that clarity, okay? So don't come up hung up on this situation. But you want to have a good idea of where you feel you need to grow your skills the most so that you can find the best coach. The next step when picking a coach is, in my opinion, you gotta have some connection with that individual. Okay, you got to connect with them personally, because if you're going to be working with a coach or a mentor, there's going to be a lot of interaction. You might want to enjoy who you're working with. Now, I'm not saying you're going to like them all the time. A good coach or mentor is going to push you out of your comfort zone, but you still want to have that connection with that individual. I believe that's going to be a good key component to a good relationship. The next is you want to make sure that they've actually already delivered the result that you're looking for. Seems obvious, but there's a lot of people out there that will coach around any solution that or any problem that you have. Next thing you know, you work with the individual and you don't get results. So you want to make sure you do your homework. You want to make sure that the person that you're working with has already delivered the result that you're working for, because if not, it's going to result in a lot of wasted time. And that's typically where most people miss it, is they'll just start working with somebody that can't get the result, and then they have their sour, bad taste in their mouth about working with their next coach or mentor, and that's really unfortunate, because a good coach or mentor should stay in their lane and stay in their space. So for example, for me, I focus on mentoring, focus on lead generation and staffing, recruiting, but I don't do anything else that supports with any type of recruiting. I'm not a recruiter. I stay in my lane. I'm a lead generation expert, and that's how I get my clients' results. Okay. The next thing that you want to focus on when selecting a coach is really focus on guys that are implementers. You don't need more information. The information is out there. The world is loaded with information. We are living in the biggest information age ever, and it's only going to increase. So information is probably really what's holding you back. You want to pick a coach or a mentor that's going to be focused on implementation. It's going to be focused on getting you to take action and take steps that are actually going to build that result, not on giving you more regurgitated information. Information is the most overrated thing out there. Literally, probably almost everything that I teach or give information on can be found all over the web, most of it, right? But really where I have impact for my clients is I make it easy for them to implement my method, okay? And so I think you need to focus on, when you're picking a coach or a mentor, somebody that's focused on the implementation over the information. The last thing, and probably the thing that's most overlooked, but I think it's important, is focused on the lifestyle that these guys are living, or girls. Whoever the coach is, you want to find somebody that's living the lifestyle that you're already living, so you can pick their brain on how they got there. And I think that goes back into the first point I made of connection, right? That builds a strong connection. So every mentor that I've worked with, they live a life that I essentially want to a degree, or that I'm working towards. It's not an envy thing, so don't take it that way. But as I have goals, I want to work with people that have been there before, right? So those are my tips on selecting a coach. So don't overthink it. A lot of that should come from your gut decision of how you feel with that person. Do your homework. Make sure that they've already delivered the results that you want. Make sure they're 100% vested in your interest. Make sure that they're going to help you implement something, and make sure that they're living that life that you want to live. So this is Donnie Gupton. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Let me know your thoughts. Donnie, see ya later.